If you can please give a warm welcome to Miss Gail Thackray.
Do you want to maybe stand on one side?
Yes, I'll get it.
So we're all here to bring some abundance into our life tonight. Who would like a little bit more money in their life? Yeah? Who wants a better career? Who wants a little help with their career tonight? Yeah? How about some help with relationship? Want an abundant relationship? Hi, my name's Gail Thackray, and I say that I'm a medium, but we're all mediums. We can all do that. We're all connected in with divine source. We all have this beautiful world around us that's willing to help us. And tonight we're going to connect in with that world. We're going to connect in with beautiful benevolent spirits. And we're going to ask them to come down into this room and to bless us and to bring all these wonderful gifts that we would like to have. We're going to ask them to manifest those into our life tonight. Are you ready to change your life tonight? Yay! And tonight is going to be life-changing. And some of you might think, oh, I came to see Gail. And some of you might be, I have no idea why I came here tonight, because my wife dragged me down. But you didn't really come here tonight to see me. You came here tonight to meet some very, very special, very high beings that are going to bless this room and be with us tonight. So congratulations for being here and making this change, because today your life is going to change for the better. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to think about what do we want to bring into our life. Now go ahead and get a piece of paper out of your handbag. Any piece of paper will do. If you don't have a piece of paper, manifest one. We can manifest one from the back of the room. We have some little index cards we can pass around. So if you need an index card, my girls are going to bring around a card. Manifest a pen from your neighbor if you don't have one. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down all the beautiful blessings you want to bring into your life tonight. So you're going to write down, do you want perfect health? Do you want abundance for things that you like in your life? Do you want a new car? Do you want a better career? Do you want some help with your career? What would you like to bring into your life right now? Go ahead and think about all those beautiful things that you'd like to bring into your life. Do you want to travel? You want to go with Gail to Brazil to see John of God? Go and put that down. Put that down on your list, because we're going to ask tonight, we're going to ask the spirits to bring all these beautiful gifts into our life. So you're going to write everything down. Now, it's only a little piece of paper, so you might want to put on the bottom like anything else I've forgotten about. We'll let the spirits take care of the details. On the other side of the paper, you're going to write down your email, your name and your email. That's because we're going to win some free stuff tonight. Who likes to win free stuff? Yay. Okay, make sure I can read your name. So if you win some free stuff, I can actually read your name. So write your name and your email. Now, the other thing that I do with my emails is that goes on my healing list. So when I go somewhere special, like next week, I'm going to see John of God. Who's heard of John of God? Who came to see John of God in Toronto this year? I'm going to John of God next week in Brazil, and all your names are going with me. I take all my emails, that's my healing list, and I take them down there, and I'm going to let you know, I'll email you, and I'll say, I'm going to be there with John of God, and I'm going to be there Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and you just have a little sit and meditate, and you just put it out there, and you use me as that connection for you. And then you start talking to the spirits and you tell them what you want healing for, and that connection. You're going to feel the energy. I've had lots of people say, did you do something last Thursday at 2 o'clock? Because I felt it. And that's because you're going to feel that energy, because it works through a distance. And anybody been following me on YouTube and seen my little clips, my spiritual journeys? I've been all over the place this year. I went to the crop circles. So I took my list to the crop circles. I stood and felt the energy in those amazing crop circles. So you're going all over with me. So next year, we're going back to the crop circles, we're going on a cruise to Jamaica together, we're going to John of God many times, we've got lots of exciting places we're going. So your name is going with me, that's my healing list, and that's just by being on my email. So that's what your name is going to be on there. And on the other side of the card, we're going to write down all the special blessings you'd like to bring into your life right now. We're going to be talking about manifesting and about this book that I wrote, 30 Days to Prosperity. I didn't really write it. I'm going to tell you the story of that in a minute. So does some of you think that's kind of strange? I talk about healing and mediumship, connecting with the spirit world, and tonight we're going to talk about making money. And if you think that that's kind of like an oxymoron, like people are spiritual, they don't make money. Well, that's not true. We're supposed to be here to have a beautiful, joyful life, to love and enjoy life. And that means to experience things in life we want to experience, and to help our friends and loved ones, we need to have money to do the things we want to do. And so it's not about having money just to stick in a bank account, just to have money, or just to buy things so that you look better than your neighbor. It's not about that. We're talking about money in abundance, to do the things you want to do when you want to do it. To have the money there and available when you want to do things. And we should be doing all these wonderful things in our life. Now, there's a few of you here feel like, this lady over here in the black. Now, you are always saying, oh, well, they should have that, but not me. I don't deserve that, right? You're always doing for everybody else, and you're always feeling like, well, yeah, but I couldn't really do that. I couldn't have that. That's not for me, okay? You need to do a little bit more asking for yourself. Who else is that? Yes, you do that. This man over here, you're laughing a little bit. You do that too, right? So those of you that think that, oh, maybe I don't deserve that, or maybe that's not for me, or I can't afford that. I want you to think about this. Before we come into this life, if you believe in past lives, we've had our previous life, we're going over all the things that we did and the mistakes that we made, and we're going to have another life. So we say to our friends up there in spirit, I'm going to have another physical life. And they're like, okay, yeah, good luck. You go right ahead, you know. So you're deciding what things you're going to do in this life, you know, the different lessons and things you're going to learn. And you say, oh, I want to be more creative. You know, I didn't really experience that in my past life, so I'd like to be very musically talented. But I was pretty good with money last time, so maybe I need a little bit more financial stress. So yeah, that would be good. A little bit of financial stress in my life. I'll experience a little bit of that. And self-love, I didn't experience that. So how about some crappy relationships? We'll throw that in too, right? So you pick all these wonderful, interesting things you're going to have, and you're getting ready to be born. And your friends and your loved ones up there in spirit are watching you. They're like, all right, good luck. You go in. You're the team player. And they're standing back cheering. But they're quite happy to be up there. They're not going to be in the game, right? So you come in the game of life, and you've got this whole crowd with you cheering you on. Now, when you do something that makes you very happy, when you're very proud of something you've done, you feel wonderful. This whole team is around you going, yay. How many of you have ever taken pictures of orbs? Do any of you know what orbs are? Right? Where you see in pictures, some people say it's just dust on lens, but you see like these lights and things around you, especially when you're happy, right? If we're a wedding or something fun, you see a lot of orbs around you. These are people in spirit showing themselves on your photographs, and they come around when you're happy. Because when we do something really fun, they want to feel that with us, and they're like, yay! And so they come around us, and they're very happy to feel that physical joy, and they're around, and you can see them in the pictures sometimes. So when you go out and you buy yourself a new outfit, and you think, oh wow, this looks great, I look very good, you know, and you're feeling good about yourself, and your whole team is up there feeling really good about you, and you get home and you go, oh, you know what? That was really kind of expensive. Maybe I should take it back. I've got a lot of bills to pay, right? Your whole team is like, oh, really? Right? So what you have to remember is that you're not living just for you. You're living for this entire team that's around you. And so think about doing something nice for yourself every day. Not for you, but for your team. Right? So do something nice. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but every day, just take a little moment to yourself. Have that extra Starbucks. Do that little special thing for yourself because you're working for your entire team. Okay, so how many of you get your money from like a 9-to-5 regular kind of job? How many have a 9-to-5 kind of job? Okay, how many of you, it's more kind of commission. You get your money from like commissions, different jobs, odd things that you do, commission-based. Okay, and how many more like investments, family members, you stay at home, something like that, okay. No, you are all wrong. We don't get our money from our job. Money comes from divine source. The way it works is when we want something, we put it out there that we want something, and divine source has to find a way to bring it to us. And yes, often it's going to come through a job. We're kind of used to that. That's the way we're used to it coming to us, is through, they have to come physically. It's not like you ask for a car and all of a sudden your car just like drops in your driveway, right? Has anybody ever had that happen to them? Right? So it has to come through somebody, through some physical means. But what happens is we tend to get stuck on that. So we say, okay, I want to go to Brazil with Gail. And I need to make an extra commission at work. I need to make that sale at work, and I need that person to do that. And then I need to go to my boss, and he needs to give me the raise. And you kind of got in your mind how that money, exactly how it's going to come to you in that check, right? And Divine Source is thinking, well, there's plenty other ways we could bring that abundance to them, but they only want it this particular way, right? So what we do is we kind of put blinders on. We tell Spirit, we want help. We'd like you to manifest this for us, but we can only have it if you bring it to us through our job. You have to be much more open about how it comes to you, because sometimes it might come as a gift. It might come as some kind of an unusual circumstance, but we're going to be open. So these things that you've put on your card, we're going to be open to receiving them. However, Spirit can bring them to us. So those of you that just came in, and if you can please leave the door open in the back, because I'd like as many people to come in as would like to join us. The more energy we have in here, the stronger it's going to be, more powerful it's going to be. So when we put the things down on our card, those of you just arrived, we're going to take a piece of paper or an index card, and you're going to write all the things on your card that you'd like to bring into your life, and that's giving permission to Spirit. Because often we don't ask. We ask, we pray for other people, we say, can you help this person? They need some help. But how many times do we actually ask for ourselves? And Spirit is not allowed to interfere. They want to help us, but if we haven't asked, they don't know if we want them to help. So they're like, well, she's banging her head against the wall. We'd really like to give her a little bit of help here, but maybe she needs a little bit more financial stress. She hasn't helped, she hasn't asked us, right? So they're not sure. So we have to ask for what we want. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about manifesting. Any of you ever tried doing that where you go up to a red light and you go, it's green light, it's green light, it's green light, and it turns green? Have you done that? Or you say, I'm going to get a parking spot, parking fairy, give me a parking spot, and then you get there and there's a perfect parking spot, right? How many of you have read about like The Secret and visualizing and manifesting? Okay, so I'd heard that manifesting was easier if you start with something that you don't really care about. Something that's insignificant, like a green light or like a parking spot. It's not that emotionally taxing to you. So I'd heard about manifesting. I'm going to have a go. I have a ranch in California. So I go up on my little perch where I like to meditate, and I said, okay, spirits, I'd like to do a little manifesting. I'm going to pick something that's not that important to me. I'm going to manifest butterflies. Well, I live on a ranch in California, so that's pretty easy, right? So I open my eyes, I look around, I'm expecting butterflies, and there's no butterflies. I think, okay, well, there'll be some later. And Next couple of days go by and there's no butterflies. I'm thinking, well, there'll be somebody on somebody's shirt's going to have a butterfly. Somebody's going to have a painting of a butterfly. That'll be my manifestation of a butterfly. Nothing. Like 2 weeks go by and there's no butterflies. There's no butterflies at my ranch. I've completely killed off all butterflies because there's always butterflies. So, okay, well, I'm not doing very good at this manifesting. I'll have another go. So I go back up and I go, okay, manifest butterflies. And I open my eyes and I look down at the bottom of the garden and there is this kind of misty swarm coming towards me. And as I realize as it gets closer and closer, it's actually a swarm of hundreds and hundreds of white butterflies. And they came all around me and then flew off. And I thought, wow. Now, why did they show me no butterflies? Because I needed to see that it's not that easy. I think if I'd have seen that the first day, I would have said, oh, yeah, well, there's always butterflies. Maybe it was just a coincidence, right? So I had to see that it's not that easy. They had to show me the lack first to then show me that I really did manifest that. So, okay, I'll have another go at this. Now, at this point, I'd become a medium, but I wasn't talking professionally. And I'd been asked to go and speak at this conference. I'm like, public speaking? Oh, I don't know if I could really do that, right? So I said to my guides, all right, I'll make a deal. If you show me I can manifest, then I'll agree to go do this public speaking. Otherwise, I know I'm not really supposed to be doing that, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to manifest. And I sit and do a meditation. I'm going to manifest 2 ducks. I don't know why I put 2 ducks, just something. I said, okay, guides, if I find 2 ducks, like if my daughter comes home from school and she's got a painting of 2 ducks, or I see it on somebody's t-shirt, then I am going to know that I manifested that, and that will be my sign, and I'll go ahead and do this talk. And otherwise, I'll know that I don't really have anything. Okay, so I walk back in the house, and I was married at the time, and my husband says to me, did you see the 2 ducks? I completely go white, like I've seen a ghost. Can ducks? And he goes, well, real ducks. Now, we live in a ranch, but we don't have water around there. We had a little tiny bit of a stream. We don't have anything, we don't have ducks around. And I said, what do you mean ducks? What do you mean ducks? He's looking at me like I've completely lost my mind. Well, there was 2 ducks on the property this morning, but I think the dog ate one of them. Oh my goodness. So I go running out. I've manifested 2 ducks and my dog's eaten one of them. So I run out there and there is my big golden lab sitting over this pile of feathers. So, oh no, right. Anyway, I go over and it's actually okay. I pick it up, it's lost a few feathers, but it's okay. And it's a real duck. And I look down the way a little bit and there's another one. There's 2 real ducks. Now, I've started animal communication, so I say, what are you doing here? And they say, well, you asked us to come. Okay, so we dam up a little bit of stream and we put the ducks down there, and I had a little, my daughter was about 3 at the time, so we went down there and she named them and we fed them. So Scooby-Doo and Snow White hung out there for a while, and they were real ducks. I took photos of them because I didn't believe it. And I asked around and I said, wonder where these ducks came from, did anybody see anything? And there was actually a film crew at my house there the night before. And somebody from the film crew said, oh yeah, somebody dumped them. So what do you mean somebody dumped them? Yeah, it was really odd. This guy pulled up outside the gate in a white truck. He opened the door, these 2 ducks came out and they walked across the road into the property and he drove off. It gets stranger. Now that was the night before. So I had manifested them back in time. But we do that, right? If you ask for something and you go to the mailbox and there is your check in the mail, that check has been in the mail for a week. You just manifested it back in time because there is no such thing as time. Time is really an illusion. So, of course, I did end up doing the talk. What I want you to do now is to think about something that doesn't have such an impact on you. Just quickly think in your mind. Anything, first thing that pops into your head. A blue rose, a red lollipop, pink shoes. Just put something in your mind, close your eyes and just think about that and say, I am going to manifest this. Okay, and open your eyes. Now, if any of you see that tonight, you have to go, hey, Gail, I got my thing. Or if I see you at the show, come up to me and tell me you got your thing. Because I want to prove to you that you are manifesting all the time, that you put out the thoughts and you manifest things, and that we do it constantly, the good things and the bad things. And once you can kind of train your mind how to do this on little things you don't care about so much, then you can move on to bigger things that you really do care about. But when we put out that positive thought that we want something, it will come to us. So, a little bit about this book. So, I say this is the first book that I published, and I say I didn't really write it. I feel like I kind of cheated. And what happened was, I had become a medium, and I was talking with my guides, and like everybody else, I have my own ups and downs, and I had issues with a business, and I'm talking to my guides going, I just don't get this, why is this not moving forward? I've read these books like the Deepak Chopra and stuff, but it sounds really great, but when I actually try to do it in life, I just completely forget it. So can I have some help? And they said, okay, we'll do a little bit at a time. Every day we'll do a little bit. So like day one, we'll visualize. We'll think about visualizing. Day two, we'll work on gratitude, and we'll just do a little piece. And so they did this with me. They sat there and they kind of did a little piece at a time. And I wrote some notes, and things worked out, and it was wonderful. So I put this away, and maybe a year later, something else comes up, and I've got another little issue. And I'm asking my guides again, okay, I got this real estate deal, and it's not closing, and well, what's going on here? What can I do? And they said, well, read what you've written. Oh, yeah, okay, right, yeah, I'll get round to it, right. About a half an hour later, things come quicker and quicker and quicker the more you do this, right? About half an hour, I get a call from my assistant who says, somebody from the Conscious Life Expo wants to talk to you about the upcoming event and how you're talking about manifesting. I said, I'm not talking about manifesting, I'm talking about healing and John of God. No, they said you're talking about manifesting, right? So I call up and I said, what's going on? And they said, oh, well, we had a cancellation, so we also put you in for this. We thought you'd be good at that. And I said, sneaky spirits, you're going to get me to read up on this stuff, right? So I'm thinking, all right, I better read something and know what I'm talking about. So I go to my computer where I've got a little icon there that says Manifesting Book. And I figured, I've written some notes at some point, I forgot about it. And I open up this little icon on my computer, and there is an entire book. There is my entire 30 days. Now, I recognize it from these notes that I made a year earlier, but how the heck it got onto my computer, written up as a book, I have no idea. So either I'm losing my mind, or there was a lot of help from Spirit. And that is why I believe this book works, because I didn't really write it. It really came from Spirit. And it's a 30-day program. You do it every day for 30 days. Whether you believe it or not, it works. And I'm going to ask you guys to put out there tonight some of the wonderful things that you want to bring into your life. I was in New York recently, and a girl got up on stage and she said, I did this workshop and I put out what I wanted. I got what I wanted, but I also put my mum to get a little bit of abundance in her life. She's having a hard time. The next day, her mum calls up and says, she won't believe this. Now, mum apparently likes to play stock market on the computer. Not a lot of money, but like $100 here or there, she'll buy the stocks on the computer. Well, that particular night, she put in the wrong code and bought the wrong stock. When she woke up in the morning, that wrong code got her $26,000 overnight. So it comes in the most amazing ways. So everything that you are asking for tonight, we're going to put out to Spirit, and we're going to ask to bring that into our life and to connect. Now, how many of you feel like, well, that's all well and good, I've tried, things come to me, and then for some reason it just never gets there. Like, something I want, it comes, it seems to be almost there, and then as soon as it gets close, for some reason it never materializes. How many of you get that? Yeah? Okay, well, one thing they don't tell you is that sometimes our own energy is pushing it away. So sometimes something good will be coming to us. Oh, I really want to have that, really want to have that. And then when it gets close to us, our energy says, oh, no, but I don't deserve that. I couldn't afford that. I've got some more life lessons, and we kind of push it away. So sometimes our own energy blocks us. How many feel like you have blocks sometimes? All kinds of different areas. right? We all have stuff. We all have stuff around us, energy around us. We constantly, our relationships that we have, families, every conversation we have, we're picking up thoughts and energies. And sometimes if it's something difficult, we hold on to that feeling. For instance, before you came into this life, you've chosen what difficulties you're going to have. Maybe some of you have chosen to have a certain difficulty with a business partner, maybe romantic partners. You decide what lessons you're going to learn. So let's take self-love. You've decided in your previous life that you want to learn about self-love. You want to appreciate yourself more, right? So you pick these crappy relationships that you're going to have. And then you're born, this veil comes over you when you've completely forgotten everything, right? You're going through life, and it's time to meet that challenge that you want. And so you're in your 20s, and this person comes into your life that's going to help you with this situation. So you meet your soulmate, and you fall madly in love, and you look in their eyes, and you know that you know them. Yes, you know them. And this could be wonderful, but this could also be somebody that's going to really get under your skin and really knows you and really knows your buttons to push. So when you meet your soulmate, it might be wonderful, but it might be a very big lesson coming, right? So you meet this person, and it's just fantastic. You know each other, you're having this wonderful time, and then all of a sudden things start going wrong, and you start arguing and fighting. And that energy of coming closer and closer, going, I'm the self-love, and you need to stand up for yourself. But you don't. You let that energy keep closer and closer, and you start getting upset about this relationship and arguing, and it gets closer and closer and closer. And even if you get rid of that relationship, it doesn't matter. You're going to get that same person over again in another person. They may look like a different person, but it's the same issue again. I married the same guy twice. I don't know if you've had the same relationships over and over. So that energy comes closer and closer, and if it's a romantic relationship, it's going to settle right here, in this area here, right? It's actually going to physically affect you. Okay, so how many people in this room have issues right here with their ovaries, their tummy, their intestines? Oh yeah, so that's nasty relationship energy you got sitting right there. That's yucky stuff right there, right? Where it is on your body is going to be where the situation is. If you're holding on to feelings about what your mom and your dad said, when you think about something your mom did when you were young that really irked you, and you think about it now, does it still irk you? Or do you go, no, well, that was in the past, love and light, right? When you think about these relationships that hurt you, do you think, they did that nasty thing, but I said love and light and I'm completely over it? Do you think that? No, you think, I can't believe that person did that, right? 20 years later, it still irks you. Something your dad did or said still irks you. There's energy around you, right? So we collect energy around us, and it's that kind of energy that will often push away the things that we want. So the good news is, if we've drawn that to us, we can just as easily dissolve it. We can dissolve it like that. Would you like to get rid of any blocks and ties or anything that's holding you back? Yes. Yeah? Want me to show you what I mean? Okay, I'm going to take a couple of volunteers and do a little demonstration. Okay, who would like to volunteer? Okay, let's do the lady in the red, and then we'll do you next. So we'll put one of you here, and you want to come up next? Okay. Oh, wow. Well, now you must have insomnia or headaches. There's a lot of stuff going on around your head.
Yeah. Headaches.
Yeah. Okay, and it's been going a lot worse for about 8 months now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's happening is I'm actually feeling it. I'm feeling the energy. So as soon as you come up here, I feel this heaviness on my head right here. And you're just taking on too much stress, overthinking everything. You need to relax a little bit more. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah. And also, they're saying in your career, you feel like you're at a crossroads.
Yes.
That you just can't see where to go. You can't see the direction. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and this also affects your eyesight, actually. So your eyes have gotten worse too. Is that correct?
I'm not aware, but I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, so what they're saying is that because your third eye is shut down here, you're having a really hard time seeing the direction you want to go. So you'd like to do something different in your career. You feel very stuck, but you're not even sure what you want to do, right? You're not even sure what your sole purpose is. You feel like you don't feel like you really have that passion and purpose in life. You feel a little bit stuck all around. Is that right? Okay. Also, there's an auntie, and is it your mum in spirit too? I'm getting a big...
My mum.
Yeah. Okay, and is it fairly recently that she's passed over?
No, quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it your auntie that passed fairly recently? Because your
My
mum...
mother-in-law passed.
Your mother-in-law, okay, yeah. And I'm getting that lovely motherly feeling around you.
She was fabulous.
Yeah, and she wants to just give you a big hug, okay? Thank you. And she's saying, let's clear that out, because we want to do that. You have a great purpose in life, so we want to clear that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on her, but anybody in the room that wants to join in, especially if you feel like you're a little stuck in your career because you just don't really know which way to go. You're having a hard time seeing, but this will also help with headaches, with insomnia, and also with your third eye, opening up your third eye and your eyesight. And if you want to, can we open the back doors? Because I know there were people still coming in. And I would like anybody to come in wants to feel this energy. So anybody wants to join in, you're just going to put your hands on your head. And we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to talk to Spirit, and we're going to tell them what it is that we'd like to resolve, whether it's overthinking, headaches, insomnia. We're going to ask to connect in with the beautiful, benevolent spirits to work with you, to help change your energy, to remove any blocks and ties, to open up your third eye, and to remove that overthinking and give you clear sight direction. Do you want to do that? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did you see purple?
I did.
You did, didn't you? Okay, give me a hug.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Did any of you guys see purple? Yeah. Well, that was like removing blocks from your third eye. And it just went poof, like that. We saw it. Okay, now we're going to love this one. You got lower back issues, right? Lower back issues is generally taking on too much, especially financial. So you've been taking on financial for the whole family, right?
I couldn't say a solid yes to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so lean forward a little bit, like right here on your lower back. That's where there's a lot of stuck energy. So you have kids? Because you tend to help them out rather than see them struggling. You hate to see them struggling, and Spirit's saying sometimes they have to kind of do it themselves and fall flat on their face. And you tend to just to try to help everybody. I don't think you realize how much you take on. Is that true?
That could be, yeah.
Okay. How many of you have lower back issues? Okay, this is financial. So, yeah, special lady in the turquoise. Wow, yes. Lower back issues and financial issues all come together. So you might notice when this first started happening for you and when you got the back pain, and it's all interconnected. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the energy to remove any lower back pain, but also put you in the flow of money. So this is kind of a financial massage here. So if you have any problems with your lower back, or if you'd just like to be in the flow of money a little bit more, so everybody, put your hand on your back. Close your eyes. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask the beautiful benevolent spirits to come in and descend on this room, to connect with you, to remove any negative energy from your lower back, any pain, any issues, and put you in the flow of money. Do you want to do that? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, and have your Father in spirit. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, who else wants to come up? Let's see how much time we got. Oh, so many. The lady with the glasses in the black. Yes. And the one next to her with the stripy. Okay, now, some of you like the lady with the stripy shirt on. Am I clairsentient types. Now, you guys are the mediators of the world, the empaths of the world. So, is it true that people come up to you at work, they sit down next to you, and they just want to pour their heart out? Oh, I have never told anybody this, but I'm going to tell you. And they tell you all their problems, and you listen, and you're so sweet, and you're the mediator in the family, and you're the one that everybody talks to. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And do you actually, for a living, are you in some kind of a position where you've got lots of people talking to you like that?
I'm retired.
Yeah. What did you used to do?
Banking.
Yeah. Okay, so especially the financial issues, people come up and want to dump all their stuff on you, right? But what happens is you also take on that energy. So afterwards, after you're talking with your in-laws and working everything out and they feel much better, the next day you feel drained and you don't know why you feel tired. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also get kind of strange ailments, like you don't know why you get something.
True. Yeah, they just come and they just go away.
Yes, okay. Because it's not your energy. So you pick up stuff of other people and you get like some little weird thing, and you can even go to the doctors and have it tested and they don't know why it doesn't test of anything, because it's not your energy, it's somebody else's. Does that make sense now?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. So now, who else is my empath in the room? Okay, the lady with you've got stripy shirt on too, you do it. You do a lot. We're going to work on, you can stay there, but we're going to work on you too. The lady in the turquoise back there. You do it at work a lot. If you're very clairsentient, you take on people's energy. Just a little bit extra white light of protection. All you do is before you go to work in the morning, just say, God protect me, angel protect me, whatever you believe in. And that will help you not to pick up that stuff. But we sometimes collect other people's energies around us. That's kind of a yucky thought, isn't it? That we've got like other people stuck around us, right? So do you want to clear that off? Yeah? Okay, put your hand over your heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to use you, for anybody in the room, to remove anything around us that's not our energy, that's not serving us. So close your eyes. We're going to ask the beautiful benevolent spirit world to descend on this room, to come all around you, to change your energy, to remove any negative energy that's not yours, anybody's energy that's not serving you, to completely clear off and remove that. Do you want to do that? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, give me a hug. Right. And Spirit's saying, love, is it a sister? Have you got a sister? Love to your sister.
Several.
Okay. So did your sister lose somebody in spirit recently? A young man in spirit? Because I'm getting say hi to your sister for me, from a young man in spirit. He's in his 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your older sister.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, now. Okay, so you sometimes get panic attacks for no reason. In fact, you're wondering why the heck you're up here. Spirit's really, really excited because you're being very, very brave, right? They're going to work on a couple of things for you. Sometimes you just get worried and you don't really know why you're worrying. Like you just start to get these flutters in your heart and you start panicking, but you don't really know what you're panicking about. Happens when you're driving, is that true?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing that I'm getting is also the throat chakra, and that's why they're so proud that you're up here, because you've had a hard time speaking up your whole life. Yeah. It started, and a lot of it's to do with culture, to do with family and the way that you were brought up, but especially with your father, and your mother didn't really help, that you had a hard time speaking out about things, and this has affected your throat chakra. So you probably get sore throats and issues with your throats quite often, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. And thyroid? You have a thyroid?
Thyroid.
Okay, so that's where your thyroid problem comes from. All right, so do you want to open up that?
Okay.
Put your hands on your throat. So anybody who wants to join in, and we're going to work on your throat chakra. So this is going to help you with your career, your business, but it's also going to help you at home. And some of you might know who you had a hard time with. So if you do, close your eyes and just say a little forgiveness. If it's something that was dad or mom, go ahead and just send a little forgiveness, because we chose our parents. Yes, you did. So put your hands on your throat Close your eyes. We're going to connect in with your beautiful, benevolent spirit world. We're going to ask to remove any negative energy around our throat chakra that's holding us back from speaking our words. You want to open that throat chakra. Give me a big yes. Yes. Take a deep breath and let it out. Okay, thank you. And my throat felt a lot better. I hear a bunch of coughing going on, right? That's all clearing out. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being up here.
Thank you.
Okay, and they want me to take somebody else. This lady over here. Yeah. Okay, I got two. Come on. Come on. All right, so we're going to work on your base chakra. You get issues around here, right? You've been trying to diet, but you don't look like you need to. But you always feel like you have a little bit extra here that you can't get rid of. Huh? You always feel like you do. And actually, this is energy from your dad, okay? Family stuff is what we hold here, right? So those of you who've been trying to diet or exercise and this last little bit won't come off, that's family energy. So with you, it was some things that went on with your dad when you were younger. Some things, especially when you're about 7 or 8 years old, okay? You know what I'm talking about, okay? So what I want you to do is put your hands right here on your hips. And this is difficult. Like I said, we choose our parents. So you look at those experiences you've had, and yeah, maybe they were not very nice, but we chose that for a reason. So if you've got issues with your hips and your thighs, if you've got family issues that you know about, you can work on this with us. Or if you just want to lose a little bit of weight without dieting or exercise, you can do this. Go ahead and put your hands right where you'd like to lose a little bit. And we're going to close your eyes. And we're going to ask to connect in with the beautiful, benevolent spirit world. We want to release any negative energy from around our tummy and our thighs. Think about that person that hurt you, and then just send a little love and light. We're going to release that with forgiveness. Do you want to release any negative energy, lose weight without diet and exercise? Give me a big yes. Yes. Okay, take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wonderful. Now that's been stopping your career for some reason. So is there something about what your dad said about your career? Did he want you to do your career in a certain way and you wanted to do something different? I feel like you were definitely controlled by your father and it's affecting your career. Is that right?
No. Well, I'm stuck in my career.
You're stuck in your career, okay. Do a little bit more work on that and that will help you, okay? Thank you. Hug.
Thank you.
Is your father passed now?
Not sure.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, go. All right, now they chose you for relationships, okay? So what we were talking about earlier about how you've those relationships and then you think you've got rid of that one and then the same one comes along, right? So you've got two different ones, but they're really the same one. Does that make sense? Like you had the same relationship twice, same issues come back, right? And the thing is, if you don't get rid of that energy, then you're just going to keep meeting that person over and over again, okay? So do you want to get rid of that?
Sure.
We're going to work on relationships. So if you've got issues here, physically, with any of the parts right here, or you know you've got relationship issues, go ahead and put your hands right there. And we're going to work on past relationships and remove any negative energy that's holding you back from any past relationships. Go ahead and think about that relationship. And send him a little love and forgiveness. Yeah, it's difficult. But you have to just kind of do that and send them white light because we don't want that energy anymore. Do you want to remove any physical issues from this area of your body and any past relationships? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, give me a hug. Okay, now do you have problems also with your nervous system? Is that one of your issues?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, because they're saying that that's going to resolve from this.
Awesome.
That's all tied in together.
Awesome.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. All right, so I want to make sure that we do everybody together and get all the things. So did everybody get a card, a piece of paper earlier tonight? I want you to get out that piece of paper or card and write down all the wonderful things you want to bring into your life. So go ahead and just add on to your piece of paper anything else that you're thinking about. One side of the piece of paper, you're going to put all the different things you want to bring into your life right now, all the blessings you'd like to manifest into your life. And on the other side of the paper, you're going to write your name and your email. And that's because we're going to win some free stuff. So one side, all the beautiful things you want to bring into your life. And on the other side, name and email. Now in my book, I talk about using an anchor. An anchor is like a lucky penny, or a lucky stone, or a lucky crystal. And in my book, I have you take a lucky stone or a lucky crystal and keep that for 30 days. And as we do the exercises, you take the lucky stone and you rub it in your hand. So if you've got something you'd like to use, you can use a pendant or a stone or something that you have. I actually have some beautiful crystals from John of God here with me tonight. So after we've done tonight, I have some at the back of the room if you're interested. You can come and get a crystal if you're interested in doing the 30-day program. And we're going to start here right now by connecting us in with this energy. And we're going to connect us to these beautiful spirits and get them working right now tonight and all the beautiful things we want to bring into our life. Okay, so we're going to do this through a little meditation. So I want you to uncross your arms and your legs. Just put your piece of paper on your lap. I'm going to close your eyes. And we want to just get into that zone. So we're going to take a deep breath. Breathe in that beautiful white light energy. And just release out all the negativity. Feel your butt sitting on the chair. Feel yourself very physically sitting in the chair, relaxed. Breathe in that beautiful white light energy. And then release out all the things you want to get rid of tonight. Breathe in beautiful white light energy and all the things you want to bring into your life. And release out all your negativity. And what we want to do is we want to raise our vibrational energy. We need to get our vibration up a little bit so we can connect with the spirit world. And we're going to do this by assistance of one of our loved ones in spirit. So I want you to think about somebody in spirit that you have loved and lost. Think about somebody that you love that's in spirit and put them right next to you. Put them right on your right hand side. Somebody that you love in spirit, put them right next to you on your right. And imagine that they're there right now. And just smile at them, hold their hand. Just imagine that they were here in the room right now. If they were here in the room right now tonight, what would you say to them? And if they were here in the room, what would you say to them? Just have that little moment of connection with them and feel them here, feel their energy, and talk to them. Talk to them about when you were together, when they were alive, and something fun you did together, and just feel that little moment of connection. Find that little moment of love between you and think about that. And then tell them that little moment of love, that love that we share, is just as strong today, even though you're in spirit. And we're going to hold their hand, we're going to use their energy to help us to connect in with this beautiful spirit world. So holding their hand, we're going to allow our vibrational energy to get a little higher, a little lighter. Take a deep breath and breathe in that beautiful white light energy, raising your vibrational energy, and then release out all the negativity. And then holding this person's hand and thinking about loving them. As we love somebody, we're actually opening up our heart chakra and allowing love to spill out. So as you think about this person next to you and you feel that feeling of love, really experience that deep feeling of love and feel your heart chakra opening up and that love pouring out. Because when you open up your heart chakra, when you feel and express love and you open up your heart, you're actually allowing beautiful benevolent energy to come down through your crown chakra and out through your heart. So send that loved one, send them love, and feel your heart opening up and feel that beautiful energy coming down through your crown. Feel that beautiful divine energy coming down through your crown and all around you. Allow that beautiful loving energy to come down and around you, over your head and your shoulders, over your body, wrapping all around you. Feel that divine, beautiful white light. We're going to ask all the benevolent spirits that want to work with us tonight, all the beautiful spirits that are here tonight, the divine angels and guides that work with you. We're going to ask any beautiful spirits that from Brazil that want to come in. We're going to ask Jesus and Mary and Babaji and all the saints and masters, all the beautiful spirits that work with you. Feel their energy. Go ahead and breathe in that beautiful white light energy and release out all the things you want to get rid of. Feel that energy all around you. Feel that beautiful connection. Put your hand over your heart. This is telling Spirit all the things you want to release in your life. When you put your hand over your heart, that's telling Spirit you have permission to go anywhere in my life and resolve and dissolve any negativity. So tell Spirit where you would like to release issues, where you have blocks, where you feel like you're being held back, and ask Spirit to come around your energy and to release any issues, physical issues, emotional issues, spiritual issues, and also financial. Ask the spirits to release any negative energy from around you and feel your energy completely clearing off. Now, if there's a certain part of your body that needs extra healing, go ahead and put your hand right there, wherever on your body needs a little extra, and tell the spirits, please can you send extra healing energy right here. But feel that beautiful energy all around you, clearing off your aura, removing any negative energies and ties, removing energy that's not yours, removing anything negative around you. And as you do this, your little light inside your solar plexus, that little God spark is going to get brighter and brighter and brighter. See your light getting brighter and brighter and brighter until it's completely filling your aura, and you've got that beautiful bright white light all around you. Feel and sense that beautiful bright white light all around you. Now, what are you going to fill that with? What are you going to bring into your life right now? Think about what you have written on your card and give permission to Spirit. Give permission to Spirit to bring all those blessings into your life. Think about what beautiful things you have on your card and think about bringing those beautiful things into your life right now. Give permission to Spirit to open the doors and to bring all those beautiful things into your life right now. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to stand up. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to stand up. Stand up right now. And think about what you've got written on your card. And tell Spirit right now what you've got written on your card. Go through everything on your card and tell Spirit what you'd like to bring into your life right now. Because it's right there on the psychic plane waiting for you. It's right there to be brought into your life right now. Repeat after me. This is the first day of the rest of my life. I will live my life in abundance. I will live my soul purpose. I bring joy and happiness into my life. Everything I want is right there on the psychic plane. And I want to bring it into my life right now physically. I give permission to you, spirits, to bring these things into my life. Okay, you think about what's on your card. Go ahead and tell Spirit what you're going to bring into your life, what you're going to manifest. Okay, now think bigger. Come on, you can think bigger than what's on that card. Forget what's on that card and think about what do you really want? What do you really, really want with your life? What is your soul purpose? What are you really supposed to be doing? What makes you really, really happy? Go ahead and tell Spirit, I want to bring into my life my soul purpose. What is my soul purpose? Think it and feel it and bring that into your life. Give permission to Spirit to bring your soul purpose into your life, to live your soul purpose in abundance. Now say it with me. I will live my soul purpose in abundance. And you are beautifully connected with this divine energy that is yours. Feel that beautiful divine energy because you are going home tonight with this connection. When you go home tonight, especially before you go to sleep, just put it out to Spirit. They are there, they are connected to you, they are listening, and they will help and they will bring these things into your life. So just smile and give that thought of gratitude to these beautiful spirits that are working with you, that are going home with you, and that are with you for the rest of your life. Feel that beautiful feeling of gratitude and love. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Keeping that beautiful feeling of gratitude and love, turn to somebody in this room that you absolutely don't know and give them a big hug. Go on, turn to somebody you don't know, walk up to a complete stranger and give them some of this love. Go on, share some of this beautiful, loving feeling, because this is the energy that we're working with. It's this beautiful feeling of love, and that's the connection, that's the feeling.